Heyo, it's Brogan and Lauren.
Two girls, one ticket. We are back.
We are
How has it
back,
been
baby.
another week?
Time flies when you're having fun.
How was the birthday celebrations?
It was a lot. Um, I have bad news and good news. I'm not engaged, but I have a hunch that I will be soon. So
Ooh, before the
we'll
end of
see.
the year, maybe a big Christmas present from Santa coming your way?
I mean, goddamn, Santa, treat me well. We'll
Treat
see.
her well. Yes, you deserve it. Well, we have some fun things to talk through this week. More of the same, more um, kind of lifestyle things mixed in, soccer, football, basketball, all the things, more of our opinions that everyone loves to hear so much about. Let's get going. Speaking of weddings and engagement rings, what would your ideal bachelorette party look like? Where, the vibe, what would you do?
Uh, There's so many different options. It obviously depends the time of year, do you wanna do, like, the ski aesthetic? Do you wanna do, Saltburn aesthetic? I think we are gonna talk about one where, one of the tennis players, they're all dressing classy and stuff. Do we wanna do a yacht? My ideal situation would probably be Palm Beach. I have never been, and I hear that you are there now. What do you think?
And I absolutely love it. And I think it would be perfect for you. I've actually never been here as many times as I've been here, and as much as I love it, I've never been here this close to Christmas. And obviously, the weather is so beautiful out. It doesn't make it feel like, traditional winter Christmas, but gorgeous weather. And it is just stunning how beautifully everything is decorated for Christmas. The breakers looks incredible. All the palm trees are wrapped, like more almost festive feeling than it does even in Austin. So again,
My
depending
ideal
on time of year, weather's perfect, beautifully decorated for the holidays. It might be your time of year and your place,
No, I mean,
even in
also
summer.
that's true. Well, I hear it's a little humid in summer. I feel like right now is, like, prime time. Did you go to Art Basel at all?
It is. No, I didn't. Not down in Miami. That's
Maybe you
next
made a
level.
trek
But
up. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. I could totally see it here. Any time of year would be absolutely perfect for you. Amazing restaurants, obviously by the beach, just a little bit of everything, which leads me to what I've been seeing more and more of is how bachelorette parties are turning into golf bachelorette parties or more sports oriented. And I think it's a great idea and so fun. I mean, women are getting married older. People want to spend quality time together doing activities and fun things, not just partying and out all night and having to deal with it the next day. So huge
The
shift in,
hangovers.
yeah, in activities from, yeah, daytime activities instead of night. And more women are getting into golf. They like to dress the part, like to play the part. And I guess that could go any direction. I mean, you could do pickleball, you could do tennis. I think it's just a great idea.
I was
So it
telling
goes
you
with
when
your
I
Palm
saw
Beach
that.
theme.
That is true, but unfortunately, when I go play golf, I get more drunk playing golf than I do in a club, I feel like. I don't
Well,
know,
then
usually you're dancing, and when I'm golfing, I'm just taking shots, and I'm like, "Oh gosh, how did I
riding
get
in the
this
cart and
drunk?" So,
drinking.
yeah.
Well, I just think it's a great idea. And obviously golf has been such a big component for guys' trips and, bachelor parties. And I know Josh Allen, actually, he did his down here last year and he took a group of guys to TGL, to the indoor golf league. And Sam Darnold, your guy, was there in
Yep,
attendance, I think, for that.
he was, he
And
was.
yeah, and then they played golf and went to nice restaurants. I just think it's so great, and I do think that it's awesome that girls wanna do that too.
Good aesthetic, for sure.
Great aesthetic, great photos, fun activities. You can mix in a little spa. There's a lot of soccer players that do theirs and then tie it to F1, do the whole yachting thing. Baseball players, they're super into golf. Who knew? Just like everyone else, they try to tie theirs to spring training, especially in Florida and Arizona. Golf, pool, again, good restaurants, good weather. And then NBA, the same thing. But all I know is if you ever saw me in a sash that said something like something about a ring or bachelorette or to be bride or something, just take me out to pasture and never talk to me again because
You got, like, bride and bougie, wife of the party. Like,
yeah,
I could not picture you with that at all.
no, no. So maybe these sports themes would be for me, but I agree with you. I think something in the winter would be so nice, like après ski, mountains, little skiing, a little, cozy fireplace, wine,
Mhm.
relaxing, all of that. But I'm liking this tennis, golf. I could see myself maybe like Harbor Island, somewhere like that, like mix in a little pickleball, but still have the beach, pop around on your golf carts.
I mean, not a bad
Um,
life.
I would also be curious to see, so guys usually are annoyed with women or girls playing golf, like, on their court. Like, I feel like that's their space. Country clubs and clubs make specific, ladies' mornings or tea time so that they feel like they have their time too, and they get so possessive. Like, if they even see a guy around the club at that time, it's like, "What are you doing? This is our time," because I think they feel like it's guys' time all the other time. Um
You're not chatty enough, Lauren. You really gotta chat 'em up, you know?
Yeah.
That's get 'em to like you. You're
Yeah,
gonna be
I
like, "Hey,
don't know, but
guys,
they
like,
just
come
want
join
the
us.
yeah, but I
Party's
also know
here."
that they typically slow down the pace of play for guys and all that, and I wouldn't want the pressure of guys playing behind me and
That's
knowing
true.
that I'm slowing them down. I just wouldn't like that. But guess what? They wouldn't wanna be on the other side of the tennis net or court
Oh,
from me,
not with
so
you.
yeah.
Absolutely not.
Anyways, but,
Goes both ways.
um exactly. And wives and girlfriends, our boy, Amon-Ra St. Brown's girlfriend, does not like being called a wag. Did you see that?
I did see that. Thank God somebody has come to their
She
senses
gets it,
regarding that.
and props to him for picking someone that does. So, basically, her point was, we're more than wives and girlfriends of athletes, and if you knew me, you'd realize that I'm more than just a girlfriend, and she's like, "I don't like the title, nothing against anyone that likes it." She's like, "I think it's cute that people put their own twist on it, but I'm not a fan of the title." And back to what we were saying, it is just a terrible, terrible label, name, acronym, but I also do think that a lot of these people do just hang their hat on this title, so good for her thinking that she's more than that. So,
I love it too because it was kind of like a little diss, saying, like,
totally.
"Nothing against anyone that likes it, but
Yeah, yeah,
not for
not for
me."
me, not for me.
She became my new fave, so good for
I
her.
know, and I don't know anything about her, but I liked that, and we
Well,
obviously love
hopefully she
him,
becomes
so
a wife.
yes, she's
Gotta
moving up
lock
the
that one
ranks
down.
along with
Yep.
you. So the 2026 Golden Globes podcast nominees are out, and guess what? We're not on there. They must have left us off.
I mean, I'm personally offended. I how does
Offended.
did you see the names that were on there in the first place?
Yes, so maybe we'll be there next year, but, Call Her Daddy was up there, Alex Cooper.
Ugh. How do you
Armchair
feel
ex
about that one?
I really don't know that much about her, but every time I see clips, and I've never actually listened to one of a full episode, but every
Neither
time I'm
have
just
I.
like, "How does she get so many listeners and have such a following when all she's talking about is kind of like basic, relationship stuff?"
Well, that's what, like, I when she first started becoming popular, I saw a bunch of clips on her on Instagram, and she was just the raunchiest, most like had no respect for herself type of gal. And then all of a sudden last year, didn't she have like Kamala Harris on her show to discuss sexual health and safety? I mean, it
Yeah, I
just
wouldn't think that those are what her listeners are looking to hear. I have no
no.
idea, but yeah, that to me is a weird fit. I don't know much about it. Yeah, but she's crushing it. Armchair Expert with Doc Shepard, another one I haven't. Mel Robbins, of course. I've see clips of hers, I've read her books, but or some of them. So she's got some good things. Good Hang. I don't know anything about Smartless. Where was New Heights?
That's interesting. Yeah, I thought they were the number one. Are they the number one sports podcast
They're the
though? Where does
number
that
one
kind of
sports,
fall within
right?
there?
And they ranked one for Spotify, which they obviously are crushing. But I just thought it was interesting that for overall for Golden Globes, again, I don't know what the criteria is, but sports may not have been included. Goals, right?
Yeah, goals for sure. I want to be up there with Armchair Expert.
Uh, well, speaking of golf and Bahamas and South Florida, PGA Tour, the Hero World Challenge, Tiger's tournament at the Albany Golf Club in the Bahamas was last weekend. Hideki Matsuyama was the winner. He won in a playoff. It was kind of cool. That looks like a nice area. People say it's a great course. I am not a fan of Nassau. I mean, to me, anywhere that
Have you
cruise ships
been?
are coming in oh, yeah, I've been a couple times. I actually was there, in March, and left early. Not for me.
Oh,
Went to Baja Mar, which everybody loves, but
I haven't
I
heard of
don't,
that one. I love Lyford.
um yes, and that's supposed to be super nice, supposed to be nice golf courses
It's
there,
baller.
I mean, anywhere that just big cruise ships are coming in and out of, like, I don't care how nice people think the hotel is, which I didn't think it
Fair.
was that nice, but I mean, it was a Rosewood. Obviously Atlantis isn't there, it's been there forever, but this all where the Albany side of it looks nice. That'd be probably worth checking out. But yeah, I've heard great
You
things
gotta
about
stay in the private
life.
communities.
Exactly, exactly. Baker's Bay, obviously super popular for
Mhm,
golf.
mhm.
Abaco Club, Jack's Bay and Eleuthera, just a lot of good golf, a lot of nice weather, some fishing. Have you been to Lyford?
Yeah, literally grew up going there my entire life. Every spring, my dad's best friend had a house there, and it was a very proper setup. So I was
Mhm.
fortunate to experience that. But I understand kind of outside of Lyford, I it got a little ghetto. But um,
Gotta check out Lyford, and Harbor Island is my favorite. The Dunmore, I think I've told you and Adam, you gotta add that to your
that's
list.
a bachelorette party. Maybe that's
Totally.
I have heard nothing but good things about
Or
Harbor
honeymoon,
Island.
it's yeah, Dunmore is just amazing. So last time I was there, Eli Manning was there, and, I guess overall, they're a huge fan of the island, and they recently purchased Pink Sands, which is a
Mm,
resort next to the Dunmore, which was recently done. A beautiful spot, but highly, highly recommend checking it out.
perfect. Well, I'll put that on the bucket list.
But I know we're rounding out the year, so kind of doing a look back on a lot of things. But 2025 Time Athlete of the Year, WNBA star,
Hell yeah!
Aja Wilson. There you go. Record breaking fourth WNBA MVP, dropped her signature Nike shoe this year, brought another championship to life for Vegas. Only player in the WNBA or NBA to win a championship and be named the Finals MVP, League MVP, and Defensive Player of the Year in the same season. That's pretty impressive.
I mean, and have we talked about her at all?
No, and I was going to say,
And you know why?
let's hear it because I was literally thinking the same thing. Like, where is she in all these headlines?
Because she's not embracing being the villain and creating drama on the court. She's a class act player that earned her spot by working her ass off. Simple as can be. Sorry, Angel Reese.
And sticks to her work on the court.
Yep.
Doesn't
Yep.
drag any of it off, doesn't drag the drama off the court. Whenever I see her name, it's only stats and highlights. It's not anything negative about her. Here she is. I mean, absolutely just dominating.
Hats off to her.
Jordan Brand just keeps crushing and crushing. 2025 alone was $7.3 billion in revenue. Just
God damn.
unbelievable. Unbelievable. So I saw a little clip from an interview that he did. And he was basically talking about how everyone has a shoe. He's like, it's not just basketball. Every athlete now in their respective sport is getting a shoe, and it's really easy for athletes to lose sight of what it's all about and that you have to put in the work, and that's what you're going to be remembered for. And the love for basketball and all of that, it's most important. And he'd play for free, and just again how easy it is for athletes to lose sight of, oh, my shoe's going to come out, I'm going to get this brand, and it takes away from what it's all about. But they're not going to be bringing home $7.3 billion a year. I mean, he had his recipe.
He's a legend. I think that kind of ties back into Wilson. You said she just dropped her signature Nike shoe. I think she's creating a well-known brand for herself on the court. And then, off the court, that'll kind of follow.
Totally. Seems like it. Lynn Clark's brand deals make up 99% of her earnings. That to me just shows how low the WNBA's salary is, which her salary is about $114,000 a year, and her endorsement deals make up about $25 million.
That's why I encourage people to go out and get brand deals, especially, if you're good
That
looking and you
good,
can
right.
yeah, and that too. But, yeah, all these women that are really fighting for the salary increase, again, we talked about this previously. It's just like there's other ways to make income as well, so I don't know.
Totally, but again, you have to be at the top of whatever your sport is. You can't just be on the
Not
lower end of that and just
necessarily. I know there's a couple girls that, just with the NBA and everything that they're getting these, deals signed that aren't even at the top.
well, it's important to do. So the list of highest paid female athletes came out. Coco Gauff topped the list with $31 million. And this is her third consecutive year to win the highest paid women athlete of the year. That's pretty good. 3 years in a row, followed by Sabalenka. So it includes your prize money, salaries, and bonuses. 10 of the top 15 women listed were tennis players.
Should have
That's pretty
stuck with
good. Like
it.
I said, maybe people are just choosing the wrong sport because 10 of 15 is a lot.
That's incredible. No, I think it speaks to, how competitive those women are.
Right, and just also to your point of brand partnerships and branding it's there's just so much of that going right now in the tennis world that a lot of that also does. Well, they have good prize money for sure.
That
Obviously they're
Saudi
not
money.
salary, but yeah,
What was that,
exactly.
5.2 or
Yeah,
something last?
yes. Yeah, yeah. I mean, just unbelievable, but their partnerships and sponsorships also obviously help them move up the ranks as well. Caitlin Clark
That's
was
awesome.
6th on the list, so still impressive.
Absolutely.
Anna Wintour did a ceremonial coin toss for tennis with Sabalenka and
Ugh.
Osaka for the Garden Cup at Madison Square Garden. Seemed like an interesting event. I just don't really know. I get it. It's like a tennis showcase. Try to make a celebrity atmosphere. Tommy Paul played Sabalenka, Osaka, and Kyrgios. I'm sure it's entertaining, but to me, it's just not. It's just fluff. It's not straight up
Yeah.
competition. But I thought it was funny that she uh,
Do you
did
like
the
her,
coin toss. I can't quite
Anna?
figure her out. I mean, she's an icon, obviously, and has such a name in the fashion world. I really don't know anything about her personally outside of fashion. I think she's a character. She's just so
She plays a
um,
character. Her life
visible.
is a
Exactly.
character.
Her persona, all of it. Her look. It's just, there's only one of her.
Well, who did she pick to take over her job?
It was somebody that worked under her at
It's like a
Vogue, somebody I hadn't heard.
39-year-old that
Very young.
literally has no fashion at all.
Yes, yes. So I don't know, but she must have seen something in her, but she's still on the scene. Speaking of her, the co-chairs for the Met Gala were announced: Beyonce, Nicole Kidman, Venus Williams, and Anna Wintour, of course. Quite the lineup. So Beyonce, I guess, hasn't been to the Met since like 2016, and then Nicole Kidman and Venus, I think, are regulars. But I did think that
Yep.
that was a very interesting
I cannot wait to see what they
selection.
wear, but yeah,
Love to see the fashion and everything that goes into that. But with that team, it'll be interesting for sure. Florida State took down the number 1 ranked Stanford women's team to win the national title, which is the 5th in school history. I guess they're pretty dominating.
I always look at
And
their acronym as "fuck shit up." FSU.
there you go. And they did.
There you go.
And Stanford, they took their shot at getting Taylor Swift to come to the game. I guess they tweeted at her and messaged her on Instagram saying that they were going to be playing in the final in Kansas City and would love for her to come and support.
Did you ever acknowledge the message? Do you know?
No, and she should have.
I was gonna say that's like she's playing right into, or she could have played right into it. That would have
She
been
well, and also she could have said, "Oh,
really
I'm going
great
to be
publicity.
in, at the Chiefs game and not going to be in town," or whatever she wanted to say. But I just think it would have been nice for her to pay it forward a little bit to Stanford and to
The
soccer
women's
community,
soccer as
especially
it rises. Yep.
totally. And it's in Kansas City, and just I don't know. I thought it would have been a nice thing for her to do respond if I was in her position, and I'm sure she also probably gets a million plus,
Fair.
tweets and direct messages and stuff. I'm sure she doesn't even personally check them. I'm sure she has somebody that goes through all of her stuff. But I just think I would think it would be nice to respond to some of
At
them at
least
least.
something, right? I
Yeah,
mean, women's
exactly.
sports, women supporting women. Come on, T.
Totally.
Smith.
Good luck. Yeah, exactly. Inter Miami became the 2025 MLS champions. Another beautiful Tiffany's trophy. They're just so stunning, these trophies. The
I would die for one. I
right?
saw the picture that you sent me, and I was like, "Whew, how do I get one?"
How do you put that in your trophy case? Just so nice.
Is
That obviously
Tiffany still relevant, though? I feel like kind of a lot of people used to be, "Oh, I want that Tiffany diamonds," but I don't hear that m do you have any Tiffany?
I will okay, so the first Tiffany's thing I got, which was I was probably in middle school, and it was at the time that everyone wanted the heart bracelet, the
Yeah,
returned,
yeah,
everyone had one. And that was the only thing that I had from Tiffany's. And, no, but Breakfast at Tiffany's obviously is one of my favorite movies. I like the history around it. I like their branding, the Tiffany's blue, all of that. I love it.
yeah,
I think it's beautiful, but I personally am not drawn to their jewelry. I'm talking even at the 50 million price point. Like I'm not even,
yeah,
just I'm not wowed by it, but I do like the brand and I do think that their traditional silver and their history of that
yeah.
for these trophies, I do think are just impeccably done and just so beautiful. But no, as far as the jewelry brand, or I would actually would rather somebody not buy me a ring from Tiffany's than buy me a ring from Tiffany's. Like I feel like it's just overpriced for the name.
I agree. Well, I feel like everybody's kind of swaying towards Cartier and Van
Hmm.
Cleef right now, but I did just see that Rosie, what's her name, Huntington, who
Hmm.
I absolutely love and think she's stunning. She just partnered with Tiffany, so maybe they're making a comeback now.
I definitely think they're trying to stay relevant and they are linking up with a lot of athletes. A lot of tennis players actually are wearing, Tiffany's on the court. So I do think they're probably trying to hit the younger demographic again, but not top of my list. Very happy Messi and David Beckham out of that win. So David Beckham, when he got involved in 2014, it was a $25 million investment and now it's worth $1.2 billion.
He has built a definite brand for himself.
Beckham became the first person to win the MLS Cup as a player and an owner. That's a cool stat, too. I mean, how many people do you know that play at that level, win at that level, and then also turn around and own and win?
No,
Did you see the new U.S. soccer mascot?
it's so cute. It's
He's
a little
so cute.
retriever.
Yes, a Chesapeake Bay retriever. It will wear the number 27 to represent the U.S. 27 soccer teams. And now he needs a name. What should he be called? We should submit our
Hmm.
suggestions.
I was gonna say I'm the worst at dog names. I've got Rufus. That's the most played out name. What about like DOG? Spelled dog.
There you go. I thought Bay would be kind of cute since he's a
Oh, I
Chesapeake Bay
love
retriever.
them.
Yeah, I think it's
Chesapeake
kind of
Bay
cute.
Retriever Bay.
Yeah, just call him Bay, like Bay, like Bay.
Okay, I like it.
But
I like it.
I'm sure they're looking for something a little bit more patriotic. He's a
Federalism.
cute mascot for sure.
He is really
Um,
cute.
Super cute. World Cup draw. Trump weighed in during this. It was actually kind of funny to hear him say this. It kind of surprised me that in the US, soccer should be football like everywhere else in the world. And he said that NFL and football in the US needs to find another name. What do we think of that? I, I thought it was kind of funny.
He cracks me up. I was just listening to Joe Rogan, and he was talking about how Trump is literally like a 79-year-old man in a boy's body. He just acts so outlandish. That definitely is not going to stick. Football, I think it's a little too late for that. Football is definitely a well-known American name, but it's
Yeah.
so he likes to
It's
stir
American
shit up.
football, but yes. And what also, obviously, when the soccer fans from around the world are making up that many of the viewers for World Cup, I think he'd probably be wanting to make a comment like that, but who knows? I don't think there's any changing that. I don't think NFL
No.
football is going anywhere, but it seemed like a very successful event. The groups are set, 48 teams divided into 12 groups. Mexico national team is Group A, Canada's in Group B, Brazil's in C, US is D. Obviously, games will be scattered throughout, but for the first time ever, they're actually going to have breaks due to high temperatures. So no matter where they're playing, since obviously they need to have it consistent rules, there'll be 3-minute breaks, which will take place around this 22nd and the 67th minute. And then, of course, there's always a money component to it as well, which will also create another ad placement opportunity for Fox, which I'm sure is a high dollar ad placement, but probably has some things to do with that, not just temperature driven.
Yeah, that seems interesting.
Kind of like Tiffany's, like we were just talking about, but Louis Vuitton. Did you see the trophy trunks for F1? Max
I
Verstappen
did. I
one
did.
in yes. What did you
Those
think of
are
that?
fancy.
Fancy, so good looking.
Yep. I liked them a lot.
I think they're really classy, but I think that Louis Vuitton's another brand that's a little bit can lean towards the cheesy side. There are pieces of it that are great. Again, love the history of the brand, but it can be a little bit overdone. But I think these trunks, they started on trunks. Travel trunks are where Louis Vuitton got started, with the big monogram trunks. So these trunks with their emblematic V for, victory for the final competition.
Yep.
I think they're beautiful. Make the
Yeah.
presentation
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Yeah, I think they're classy. I think the problem with Louis Vuitton is that there were so many people that were like had it because they were making so many fakes that look similar. But I feel like it's making a comeback where they're like making it more unique to their brand. Like when you see a real one now, that's harder to
definitely.
decipher.
Yeah, and it's not just all the traditional, monogram pieces. It's more diverse, but um when they partnered with F1, that was kind of a topic of, is it gonna dilute the brand since it's gonna be all over? Like, does it make it less, um, appealing? Which I don't think necessarily. At the end of the day, it is a luxury brand. I don't think it necessarily
It's not
diminishes the
Gucci.
value. I know made my statement about men with their bags and that I thought it was very good looking and there was a, very classy way to do it. Well, I really questioned my own statement when I saw what Lewis Hamilton was wearing for his final paddock appearance in Abu Dhabi. What was he wearing?
I think he knew that he had 0 chance of being on the headlines just due to the fact that he was not gonna win anything, so he
Mhm.
had to make an outlandish statement, and that was his
With
outfit,
his
which was
appearance?
absolutely horrific.
Yeah,
Yep.
and it was custom to Dior. It was this big brown Dior suede bag. Okay, maybe could have gone with something else, but really was not that good looking of a bag. And then these genie style blue pants, but flared at the bottom. They
It
were
couldn't get any
outlandish.
worse.
And then this feathered looking emerald green jacket. I mean, just complete fashion fail, but he did get his pictures and name up there if it wasn't going to come
We're
from
talking
winning.
about him.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. We are talking about him. But as far as men holding bags, that was not one that I'm going to write on my list of acceptable.
He's no Charles Leclerc.
No, he's not. Taking it to California, the nation's fastest growing sport, as we know, pickleball, hit a wall in California. Though
No
pickleball
pun literally, quite literally.
literally hit a wall. So pickleball's been under fire for sure since the beginning as it's risen in popularity, and more neighborhoods and neighborhood associations are not putting in courts because of the sound and paddles hitting the balls, and a lot of people don't like it. So now Carmel has banned pickleball, saying that it's just turned into a madhouse and that years of battle over the noise ultimately led the city officials to ban it. Completely banned.
I think that's a little extreme there, but I was dying. I know you sent me this article, and did you read the comments?
Yes, they're hilarious.
They're turning on each other. This is the widest headline I've ever seen. I was literally laughing out loud.
And there's this nonprofit that's called Pickleball Noise Relief. And said that it was they titled the sport of pickleball an acoustical assault.
Oh boy.
It does not get any better than that. An acoustical assault, and has been banned from Carmel, the first city in the United States to ban public pickleball facilities. So I'm obviously guessing that means you can still have them at your house, but or at clubs. It's this noise has really got people up in arms.
In this quiet little Carmel by the sea.
Sleepy little Carmel by the sea. Yeah, guess a lot of retirees are gonna have to take it off their list.
Oh, too bad,
No
guys.
more
Too bad.
pickleball. Yeah.
No more.
Are you a fan of Carmel?
I am. Actually, my brother, his girlfriend's sister just got engaged there this past weekend, and
Oh, cute.
they were sending the most beautiful pictures, and it was the most beautiful engagement. I love Carmel.
It's really pretty. And Pebble's pretty and all of that, but I don't love it as much as people. I would choose Montecito over, and I know it's a different thing, but
That's I mean, you're talking about Northern California versus Southern California.
I know,
I
but I'm just talking about
personally
a
think
small
there should be
vibe of
2 different
like
states. Yeah.
might as well be. Yeah, and weather and everything is different. But I'm just saying I'm not a huge California person. You grew up there and you know it way more than I do, but just from the time I've spent in LA and the LA area, Montecito, and up in the Carmel, San Francisco area up there. Montecito is would be
I
my top choice.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you. I think just with Carmel, I have some core memories there growing up there. We used to go to concourse every year. My dad sold his Ferrari at the Barrett Jackson there. So a lot of childhood memories that
Memories.
I hold
I
dear and
love that.
close and dear to my heart.
All right, some college sports. Our girl Kim. LSU has had at least 90 points in every game this season. That's 9 games that they've had, the longest streak ever at any point of any season in SEC history and by any D1 team in the last 25 years. 90 points for the last 9 games,
Well,
each game.
literally, they're breaking 100 points. Did you even see? It was like, I think there was one game where they were under 100, but it was absolutely insane. I think it just emphasizes the ginormous like drop off in women's basketball potentially. And I don't know. That was just an interesting stat. What was it, Washington State or something? It was like 39 to 112. That was embarrassing.
Incredible stat. Yes, right. From the top to the bottom. Yeah. Big discrepancy, but I thought that was really remarkable. And obviously, you know how I feel about her as a coach. I love her. So good for them.
Her and her outfits.
Her and her outfits.
Stomping on the ground with her heels.
Stomping and yelling. She's doing something right, though, to be recruiting like that and putting up those numbers.
Powerhouse. Insane.
Totally. Insane. And then Nebraska crushing all the way around. Nebraska's men's basketball and women's basketball teams and volleyball are all undefeated at the same time. 9-0, 9-0, and volleyball is currently 32-0. That's very impressive.
I mean, they got to make up their sports team somehow. Their football team seems to be lacking, but they totally turned around every other team, so that's good. They got nothing else to do over there in Nebraska.
Respect, yes. Put it into the other sports.
I love it.
Michigan's crushing. They've beaten 6 teams in a row pretty badly. They beat Villanova the other night. Now Michigan's a big favorite to win national championship. So we'll see more basketball in our future.
I love it.
In college football, never a dull moment. Indiana wins their first Big Ten title in 58 years. So I guess they are relevant. After I was hating on them last and saying I don't even know anyone from there or anything about that, they went out there and they beat Ohio State 13-10 and are the new number 1 team in the country. They made themselves relevant.
Go Indiana. They got nothing else to do. But Fernando Mendoza, did you see his post-game interview?
I didn't.
Okay. It is. You got to go watch it. It's actually hilarious. He's got so much passion and he looks a little crazy, but he's like, the team we're meshing together and like using it. It was something. It was something to see. So you got to watch it.
I'm going to have to watch it.
It was very funny.
Notre Dame withdrew its name for a bowl game in the 2025 season. What do you think of that?
So I have mixed feelings about that. Initially, I'm like, that's kind of a bitch move. I also don't like Notre Dame rivalries with USC. But on the other side of it, there's a lot of teams that are upset for not making the playoffs. What would you say if they thought
By the
about
way, they're in
expanding
Indiana,
the playoffs?
Right?
They are in Indiana. Oh, they're
so Indiana is relevant. Via Notre Dame. Sorry, what did you ask?
Well, a lot of people don't even know it's North. Where are they? North End?
Big Bend.
Big Bend. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, I should know that. But no, I was just saying expand the playoffs to 12. Like right now it's 12 teams. Do you think they should make it like 16 teams or 20 teams? Because there's a lot of teams that are really upset that they didn't make it this year. I don't know. What are your thoughts about that?
I think that they do need to let more teams in and or get rid of the buys that would allow more teams in. But I also feel like there's so many things that go into it and I don't know all the intricacies, but I also feel like just because you win your conference doesn't make you a top 12 team. So I just feel like there should be a different way of these teams that get in and take up a spot that maybe shouldn't necessarily be there. Like, who wants to see just again, and games and, where money comes in and the fans and all that. And I'm not taking away from these teams that have earned their spot and have made it there, but Oregon and James Madison, who wants to see Oregon play James Madison? It's just like, okay,
Where's
Oregon's going
James
to be playing.
Madison?
Exactly. Like that to me is where it doesn't make sense that a Notre Dame and a Texas aren't in.
Well, I feel like also the playoff committee, there could be some biases with the people picking. Are there like ADs? Is there like a conflict of interest? It seems a little,
Yeah,
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
everyone
Did you see
refers
their
to
viewing
they,
area?
and everyone I think is like, who's they? Like, do we even
Yeah,
know who all these people are that are making these decisions?
it's very vague. And I saw a video of them watching all the games and their TV setup, and it looked like they were in a garage with, small little TVs just scattered around. I was like, "Oh my god, frat houses literally
Yeah,
have better TV
right.
setups than this. Who the hell's picking these teams to get in there? God damn."
Yeah, I think there's going to be so much, and obviously the season needs to continue to play out, playoffs, and then there needs to be a complete revamp because something is just not right. But I also think that speaking about Notre Dame, and just skipping on the bowl game, there's more about football than making the playoffs. At the end of the day, these athletes are there to play football and represent the school. If you are not there and you don't get into the playoffs, like, I don't think it's the right thing just to quit, just to make a statement. I don't think that's good either.
Kind of a sore loser.
Totally. It's a bad look. And I think they've taken a lot of heat for it. And it doesn't send a good example necessarily to the players. I mean, obviously they feel defeated for not making it. Obviously you want to be in the playoffs and, they could have deserved a spot there. But again, that's not what it's all about. They still have a season to finish
Gotta
out.
play to the end. Play to the
Yeah,
end. Come on.
exactly. Alabama and OU, Oklahoma Sooners, December 19th will kick off the playoff games. That'll be a good game. Texas A&M versus Miami will be good. Ole Miss versus Tulane. Then Oregon versus James Madison. Like, I mean, you might as well just move Oregon's name in the bracket. But it's okay.
James Madison.
I mean, it's just so funny to me. And obviously Texas didn't make it, but they're set to play Michigan at the Cheez-Its Bowl, which LOL.
I love Cheez-Its.
I mean, yeah, but nothing makes me laugh harder than Michigan and Texas at the Cheez-Its.
It'll be a good game for sure.
It'll be a good game. And neither one of them are bailing, so that'll be good. Just a foreshadowing of next season's game. Sark said that he wouldn't make any schedule changes since obviously Texas went to Michigan to play. They went to Ohio State to play, and now schedule's already been set for both teams to come play. Which I thought was the right thing to do. Let them, do the flip side of it and then think of schedule changes after that. We'll see. Your USC Trojans will be heading to Texas to play TCU at the Alamo Valero Bowl.
I am so excited. They're coming to Texas. I didn't know where the Alamo Bowl was, but it is in San Antonio.
Remember the Alamo, San Antonio. Are you going to be in San Antonio?
I know we talked about this before, that it's a cool city, the Riverwalk and everything. So I need to look into that. I don't know if I'll still be in California, but if I'm back, I definitely want to try to make it down there for tailgating, if anything. That'll be a good game.
So fun. Texas secures the most 5-star signing class of 2026 so far. It's pretty good, strong recruiting. USC has the top recruiting class in the West.
God damn, we're
Good
coming
for
back.
you. Coming back.
We're coming back.
Coming back. Heartache for our Colts and Daniel Jones. Out for the season with a torn Achilles, had surgery. Hate to see it.
Injuries.
And they were off to such a good start. They have 4 games left against pretty good teams. At Seattle this weekend, they're going to be seeing Sam.
Oh, yay. Well,
And then
I'm
in
rooting for
Houston
Sam.
for their last game. I know. So, well, hopefully they can manage the rest of their season, but hate to see that. And then Phillip Rivers, 44 years old, signing with the Colts.
Wild.
Yes. After the injury, previously retired quarterback, he has 10 kids and already has a grandson. I saw a list today of all the NFL coaches that are younger than Phillip Rivers. And it's this extensive list of coaches. I mean, he's 44, which again is not old, but it's just old to be coming out of retirement.
I mean, It is the most wild story. I don't know why you gotta hang it up and keep it hung up, but he
Yes,
clearly is getting bored with his 10 kids. I think
literally.
that'll be a fun watch. I hope he doesn't get hurt.
I know. I know. So, yes, I hope he doesn't go. Imagine that. But we will see. So, I love to see what players do off the field to give back. And there are just so many people that dedicate their time to different causes and not just giving money, but actually in person. And they go to the events. And it's just easy for people to write a check, but to actually show up and put the time in. Like Russell Wilson is one of them. He had such a record of going in person to children's hospitals in the cities of teams he was playing on. Just so nice. But Josh Allen has been wearing a series of custom hats throughout the season designed by kids to raise money for the children's hospital in Buffalo, which is the main pediatric hospital. And so each game he wore has a design by children, and then they auction off the hat. And he signs it. So he's raised $3,000 to $17,000 a hat. That's just such a creative way to give back, and it's nothing for him to do that.
He's a good guy. He's friends
He's a
with a lot
good
of my
guy.
brother's friends, I think through Sam, but he, and all those guys are just all good kids, so good for him.
I just love it. And again, that's a little bit less, in person, but I thought it was something nice to tie into this season and give back and support these kids and their families. Lions and Cowboys. How about them Cowgirls? Sorry, Jer. A real L. But a great game for the Lions. They both needed the win for their hopes of the playoffs. So we'll see the rest of their seasons. Did you watch the Chargers-Eagles game?
Oh, I did.
That was so crazy to me, that ending. I mean, A.J. Brown completely missed a catch in the end zone, in the fourth quarter that would have really helped them. But then at the end, that insane tip and catch from the Chargers obviously turned it over for the win in overtime. Wild. There were some very sad fly Eagles fly.
I was waiting for you to say that,
Yeah.
but maybe because they played so
Any
horrifically, you weren't
chance
gonna
that I
mention it,
can.
but no, I mean, Jalen Hurst, he literally had, what, like, 4 interceptions and 1 fumble, and that fumbled and he fumbled it and got it back and then fumbled it again.
It
It
was
was
not a great
really
game for him.
messy.
It was,
No.
but good for the Chargers.
And Justin Herbert was also playing with a broken left
Broken.
hand.
I know.
So
Impressive,
there's
but
a
they got
lot of
it done.
mishaps going there, yeah.
Yeah, that stadium and crowd seemed quite pleased with the win. All right, it's time for our weekly picks. 2 girls, 1 ticket.
Oh,
Here we
that's
go.
right. Here we
Falcons,
go.
Bucks.
The Bucks, they are desperate for a W, so come on, Bucks.
They need it. Ravens, Bagels.
Mm. That is actually a tough pick, but I'm gonna go Ravens.
Ravens. Raiders, Eagles.
Well,
Fly, Eagles,
I
fly.
was gonna say because the Raiders suck, so go Eagles.
Yes. Cardinals, Texans.
I'm gonna go Texans. They've been playing really well, so I love to see
So
it.
strong. Chargers, Chiefs.
So the Kansas City, they're playing. It's gonna be snowing. I'm gonna say Chiefs, but they didn't do too hot against the Texans last weekend.
The Chiefs really need a win. They're really
I know.
spiraling. And Chargers, you're right. These Cali boys, they don't know these elements.
Yeah,
We'll see.
no. You love your element. You
Yeah,
love your
Bills
snowy
were
football.
I love my snowy football. Yeah, Bengals, Bills had quite the snowy conditions. Loved it. Bills, Patriots.
I'm gonna go Bills. I think the Patriots are due to lose.
Yes. Jets, Jags.
Jags.
All right. Commanders, Giants.
I mean, both teams are really struggling, but I can't pick Commanders, so I'm gonna go Giants.
G-Men, Browns, Bears.
Bears.
All right. Panthers, Saints.
I think the Panthers. I don't think they can afford to lose again.
All right. Lions, Rams.
Hopefully
It's
the
going to be a good one in
Lions.
LA. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna say we'll be cheering for them for the Seahawks' sake.
Yes. Go Lions. Colts, Seahawks.
Sorry. I'm gonna go
Oh,
Seahawks.
no.
I know, your girl
It's
and the
okay.
injury. There's a lot going on
Yes.
there.
All right. Go Sam. Packers, Broncos.
I think that will be a fantastic game. I'm gonna go Packers.
All right. Titans, 49ers.
49ers.
Vikings, Cowboys.
Hmm. I'm gonna go Cowboys. Big Texas fan over
Cowboys.
here. Yeah.
Yes. Dolphins, Steelers.
Um, I guess the Steelers, but who knows on this one? We'll see.
Yeah. Could go either way. We'll go Steelers. All right, everyone. Well, thanks for listening. Enjoy the rest of your week, and you'll be hearing more from us soon.
Ooh, okay. And we voted, and I heard your friends said peace is better, but
Yeah,
peace is so
Chandler
boring.
says peace is is
I
the
don't feel strongly
outro.
about
It's no,
that, so I think
no,
I'm gonna
no.
go ciao. Sorry, Chandler.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Yes.
Ciao.
All right,
Signing off.
everyone. Yes. Ta ta for now.
Ta ta. Ciao.
Bye.